What's the my name is Mega Scorpion Killer, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Uh, where were we the last episode? Okay, so in the last episode, let's see, uh, well, this is the shittiest intro ever. Uh, okay, so in the last video, what did we do actually? Right, we went to we went to the restricted section with Sebastian. I remember that one. Yeah, it's slowly coming back to me. We did a couple of classes, uh, stuff, and now we're gonna meet Natty for I forgot what. Yeah, this is shit. I'm just gonna start the game now. So if you enjoyed the video, like,
It is
subscribe, and all
good to
that
see you, my friend.
shit, and yeah, hope you enjoy.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well,
Tired
but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Uh, I'm debating, 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 I'm debating. Okay. I want to tell her. I really do. You know? But at the same time, I'm like, but should I though? You know, I'm
I've
sorry.
never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But the reason you were. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Oh.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
What's to say? What's going on here? Yes, I've noticed you too. I see on the map.
They must have come this way. Think!
Hello.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil, Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Levioso. Accio.
That was great. Oh shit.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Can I get that, please? Collection section is still guys went up there.
Perhaps some nice flowers.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
That's just piss.
Have I?
What on earth just happened? I've never been
How
accosted
the hell
in such
should
a
I
manner.
know?
And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley.
Hufflepuff.
She's a traveling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Oh.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Nice.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin
What?
attended Hogwarts, you know.
What?
And I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was
Oh.
terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Wait. Merlin was a Slytherin.
I can see why you're so
Doesn't
interested
make
in Merlin.
sense.
I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
I'm gonna
Well,
ask
then,
you. I
I'll
don't
let
know
you
the
in on a little
original
secret.
story
No
too
one
well.
has yet
I mean, I know the
managed
story.
to figure out how
so
they work.
I'm not.
But I believe
familiar
I
with the
have just
original
unlocked
story.
a crucial clue. I suspect that
That's
Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Will do. As
I
I was
brought
trying
a
to
trunk
say.
chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Could you please shut up, please? As I was trying to say,
This trunk.
I'm.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
As I was trying to say, basically, like, I don't know the original story too well. I mean, I know the story and, you know, of King Arthur and Merlin and whatnot. However, knowing most, you know, like mythology or like, you know, old stories or myths of the past, it was probably really fucked up. Like, for example, the original story of like the Little Mermaid or honestly most of a lot of older stories. I don't know why that's the only one I can think of right now, but yeah, I don't know why that's the only one am able to think about right now. But like, if you look up like some old, like the original versions of like older stories, they're really fucked up. So in all honesty, there's a very big possibility that the original story of like King Arthur, or whatever, is pretty dark. Probably, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, maybe we will just.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
I think I have a good idea what to do.
Incendio.
The flames make the pyre sink.
There we go.
There, how beautiful!
Ooh.
Day, I can hardly believe it.
Wasn't that cool?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
How the hell does that work? But before we do any of that, let's over here.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Sure.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Yep. Not really.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
Oh, I know.
Thank
I
you again.
tried.
And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Will do.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Revelio. than one way to enter. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Should have killed that traitor.
Oh.
Nothing over here.
Revelio.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
I know I heard something that time. You're not control so long, I'm hearing things.
Revelio.
This certainly makes my life easier. How do you get up there? Come on. This is actually happening. Dude. Okay then.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. How many of you are there?
No eyes in the ground.
That works.
Little moon.
You are terribly outwitted. That was
Ow.
What are you doing? What is this? I like that. Get away. I shall avenge your death. That was nothing but luck. Away with that.
That was quite something. Now,
Sorry
to
for
free
my,
Arn's cards.
I'm just saying, okay, well, sorry for my lack of talking, it's just that, well...
Quite an enchantment. The cards returning to Arn.
Well, yeah, you know.
Revelio.
What's this about? Okay.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Revelio.
Figured it had something to do with that.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Okay. Oh.
Incendio. Accio.
There we go. Got it. That wasn't too bad.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
No.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Welcome. Well, hello.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Sure.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Yes.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the
No,
Minister
not
for
exactly.
Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Hello.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy
No, we
Sprottle.
haven't.
I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Okay.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself.
Okay.
Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Okay.
Revelio.
Okay.
Incendio. Incendio. Is that Inferior's wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Bardolph. Revelio.
Oh, it's those that's making that flapping sound. Okay. Sound like a fucking typewriter. Yeah.
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
Revelio.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Wait.
Revelio.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I didn't read it.
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. No. This can't be.
Wait, I did what? Should have read the note.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Ranrock's loyalist. Bardolph! My dear, dear brother. Ranrock's loyalists are a menace.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here.
Really hasn't been
No
that long,
regard
really.
for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. I can't believe he's never coming home. Part of me wants to avenge the loss of my brother, whilst another part of me simply wants to hide.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
I've never seen a sword like it. Wizards are running scared, as they should be.
There's no doubt.
Wizards are running scared, as they should be. One less human to worry about. Someone's here. Why can't I hit you? Stop it! Longer than necessary.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
One camp down, one more to go.
Revelio.
Be used for better things than this so-called patrol. Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills. Who is it?
Revelio.
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to look at this to tell us. Such arrogance. You will regret coming here. You will regret coming here. How? I won't rest until dead. You'll pay for that! Showing off, are we?
Revelio.
Both camps cleared. Madam Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
I do appreciate what you went through.
Hello, Madam Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
Well,
What do you have for
you're
sale?
welcome.
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. I do appreciate what you went through to find my brother. Thank you.
Welcome.
Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Here you are.
Hello.
I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Oh, there you are. Y'all can defeat that.
Revelio.
Okay.
Revelio.
You know what? I am actually gonna end the video here. I know I didn't talk much, and I know not that much happened, but one, well, it's 1 a.m. right now. Yeah, it's late. Two, I'm tired. Okay, I am tired. I figured I had to keep it down, like I the other people in this house. So yeah. Excuse me. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and all that shit, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.